Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at detention number 50, 50 Shades of Detention at Primary Stages ESPA. My name is Sarah Matucci, and I'm the director of ESPA, which is the Einhorn School of Performing Arts here at Primary Stages. Primary Stages is an off-Broadway theater company in New York City, and we just ended our 35th season of producing new work. 12 years ago, Primary Stages started ESPA, the School for Emerging and Established Professional Playwrights, Actors, Directors, and Producers. We've had classes at our Midtown studios and now online. And our goal is to have artists learn in a non-judgmental environment from professionals who are currently working in the field. But just as important as what happens in our classrooms, we want to create community and the opportunity for collaboration. We want everyone in our family of artists to find their people, the artistic partnerships that they can take out of the classroom and into the world. One of the ways that we do this is through Detention, a program where our playwrights create pieces based on a writing prompt that we give, and then they're paired with ESPA actors and directors to bring that work to life. We've been producing Detention for the last 9 years at Jimmy's number 43 in the East Village and the Cherry Lane Theater. And this is our 50th Detention. So I can tell you that we were not going to let the obstacle of social distancing stop us from collaborating and creating. So we find new ways, right? We forge new paths because creativity lets us breathe and dream and escape and imagine. So in honor of our 50th Detention, we've taken some of our favorite prompts over the years and created a new one that speaks to our current world. And we paired writers with actors to create monologues based on these prompts. Our directors then join in to create in this new virtual form. And because this is our 50th Detention, we are making it a party. We have got 150 artists creating 75 new works, and we are showing them over 3 nights. Now, this is the final night of our celebration. If you've been with us for the last 2 nights, thank you for returning. And if you're new to us tonight, thank you for celebrating this amazing anniversary with us. The prompts for tonight's monologues are April Fools. We are embracing the element of surprise. Write a monologue that involves an unexpected twist, turn, or change of fortune. It can be comedic or tragic, for good or for bad, just as long as we didn't see it coming. And Love in the Time of Corona. Write a monologue about love of any kind, partners, friends, roommates, and more, and how that love is affected or tested in this time of either extreme isolation or constant togetherness. To see the program for tonight's event, please click the link that is in the description of this YouTube live stream. This will take you to a webpage on the Primary Stages website that lists the program order and our playwrights, actors, and directors for each piece. To learn more about Primary Stages and ESPA, visit us at primarystages.org. Also, join our Primary Plus virtual community Facebook group. This page will let you learn about more events like this, including free weekly masterclasses and lunch and learn playwriting sessions, read-alongs of our favorite plays, and more. Now, before I turn it over to these amazing performers, we just want to say thank you to the playwrights, the directors, and the actors that are diving into this crazy challenge and creating a new way. And thank you, the audience, for being here and for going on this adventure with us. You are the final piece that brings this work to life, and we are thrilled that you are now part of the family. On behalf of the entire Primary Stages team and ESPA, thank you so much and enjoy the show.
What do I want? What do I want? Well, I got all fancified from the waist up for this audition, so I guess that means I want to work. So I can help keep a roof over our head and feed my daughter, the usual. The sound of that bores even me. I want to like TV again, for one thing. When I was little, the TV was my babysitter. I lived in the TV world, and I lived in my world. I was very clear that what was happening on TV was real, and my world was real. On television, those people lived in those houses, or the mansions, or the Wild West. I lived in my house, 3 bedrooms and a medium-sized kitchen. In both places, the food was real, the clothing was real, the poofy hair. Women wore shoulder pads in both places. They looked like tiny little football players in high heels. I could sit on the floor in my living room and go to the TV planet without so much as moving a finger. On the TV planet, everything was doable, solvable, predictable. My house, not so much. It wasn't bad, but my mother worked, and that meant daycare. And P.S., nobody in TV land went to daycare. Oh, the commercials were the best. They were bite-sized, like me. I memorized those commercials. I acted them out. I sang. I danced. Soda, deodorant, cereal, Jell-O. I was all of the dancing pantyhose, all of them. I could hear the chorus and the orchestra in my head, so I could follow along easily. I couldn't worm my way into those TV shows, but I was in those commercials. And when I turned the TV off, I slid back into my other life, which wasn't bad. And I would stay in that life there until it was time to return to the TV life. I was 5 years old and living in 2 worlds. I could switch back and forth without a hitch for years until I was in my 20s and studying theater, and one of my acting teachers pointed out that the reason that theater was valuable was because it showed us our lives at a heightened level, or something like that, and that television and film showed us how to make money. Well, that completely messed with my interplanetary travels. Boom, shattered. I mean, TV and I stopped seeing each other almost completely. Except for a little bit of Masterpiece Theater and maybe a few others. Sex in the City, okay? I'm not gonna say anymore. The thing is, I wanna get back together. But for that to happen, you would have to see me on TV. A woman who could pass for gay or straight, because frankly, who gives a fuck? But I don't want to see a woman who is stuck in her laundry room smelling towels, or not selling drugs for COPD or restless leg syndrome, or the dreaded afternoon migraine, or a woman who's a happy homemaker who only has eyes for her husband and has a nice pot of fava beans on the stove with a nice Chianti on the side. I want to see a woman married to a woman and raising a child that one of them has to adopt. Let's see a show about 2 women who are married and who do all the other things that married couples do, with the added benefit of a mountain of discrimination and red tape, and that special added ingredient, quarantine. Well, what could be better? I mean, let me tell you, you would never run out of storylines. But in order for that to happen, you'd have to see me, and right now you don't. Nope, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because if you did, you and I would see me and all the other me's right there on my old friend, the TV. But we are not seeing all the other me's because we are not there. We are not there. And that's on you. What do I want? I want you to fix it. That's what I want. Thanks for asking.
I can resurrect the dead. Who would you resurrect if you had that power? Let your mind wander, and I'm sure you'll fall on someone you loved, right? I think a lot of people, not me, but a lot of people think about love more and more as they get older, especially if they have kids. For me, the emotion of love is like a phantom limb. I know I'm supposed to feel it, but it just isn't there. Instead, I feel a sort of chronic stiffness in the joints. I realize that you're starting to wake up now, coming back into consciousness. Maybe you haven't quite realized who you are yet. But I can tell you one thing. We're nothing to each other. While I'm incapable of love, I do admire those who can love. I see it all over the place. The couple holding hands walking at night. Mothers and fathers taking care of their children, taking them to school or to a park. Their love is palpable, visible. It has weight. Maybe I'm scared. Maybe I'm lazy. But I don't think it's either of those things. Love, finding love, pursuing love can transform people's entire reason for living. No, not me. I've got my own purpose, a solitary purpose. You're a part of that purpose. It'll come to you, waking up a little more each moment. Just keep following my voice till you come back into consciousness. The whole of humankind, has defined its sorrows by loves lost and found. The reason why people say until death do us part when they get married is an acknowledgement of the fact that this love, their love, is short. Love is impermanent. Love often leads to despair. Like when a mother's child is hit in a hit-and-run accident. I can resurrect the dead. Should I bring that child back? No. I think it would be hubris, a sin to interrupt that. There's a necessary beauty to life and death. Maybe if I had some kind of divine instruction, I'd change my mind, but no. I just had this gift and the burden of figuring out what to do with it. You had children, didn't you? You remember now? You loved them? I can resurrect the dead and feel it would be wrong to resurrect the innocent. Hate. Do you ever think about hate? It's in the same family of love, just the cancerous version. The version that happens when you drink in entitlement or jealousy or possession or rage. It's human to hate, so it really just comes down to what you do with it. Me? I hate people who hurt innocent folks. You're starting to remember? I can resurrect the dead, but feel it's wrong to resurrect the innocent. I feel it's wrong to resurrect the innocent. But what if I resurrect the guilty, the sinful? You're starting to remember who you are now? You murdered your wife, and you got away with it. Then you murdered your 2 little boys, 2 children killed. And you killed yourself in the process. You took 3 sweet, innocent lives, and you did it brutally. You feel bad. You're sorry. You'll find no redemption or mercy here. I can resurrect the dead and have only ever brought back people like you. So I can kill you again for what you did, and kill you in my own way and in my own time. And if I feel you didn't suffer enough, I'll just bring you back again. When I'm done with you, I want you to look forward to whatever abysmal hell I pulled you from. I can resurrect the dead. And I've resurrected you.
I know it's Saturday night. You don't think I know it's Saturday night? Hey, Rumi, I love you, but I'm not going out. Oh, don't look at me like that. I haven't stalked him in 2 days. Yeah. I'm building this new dating review app, and I'm going to finish the interface coding tonight if it kills me or kills him. His chances, that is, of finding anyone else, ever. Okay, with my new app, if it's a great date, it gets 5 eggplant emojis. But if it's a bad date, like a really bad date, he gets a poop emoji. Yeah, and my ex is gonna get 10 of them. Oh, don't try to tell me it's a bad idea. I know it's a bad idea, but this bad idea is making me happy. You know, maybe not super happy, not yet. I'm not mad at you. I mean, not really. You know, but like, why couldn't you have told me? Because you're my best friend and you're supposed to look out for me. So forget it, just go out. Wait, are those my earrings? Why can't you just leave my stuff alone? Oh, he would never have met Amber if you hadn't invited her to join us. Yeah, I know she was visiting you from out of town, but she didn't have to stay here. Oh, maybe I should name this new dating app after her. Yeah, I'm gonna call it Amber Alert. Look at me like that. He was into me. No, I have text. I have text to prove it. And oh, photos. Lots of photos. Okay, like so here. Oh. I'm not smiling. Okay. Here's, but he's not smiling. Damn it. I know we were happy. I mean, I was, wasn't I? Oh shit. Yeah, here's the one that you took of the 3 of us. He's smiling and Amber's smiling and I mean, I was smiling earlier. I know I was. Why couldn't you have taken the picture then? Ugh, I know I'm making this all your fault, but you know, if you can't blame your best friend instead of blaming yourself, who can you blame? Can't you see? I can't go out tonight. I can't. I need to show the world that I don't need him. I need you to stay in tonight. Can't you see that?
Hey, Chris, can I talk to you for a sec? Chris? Chris? Hey! Stop playing Zelda and look at me, you skinny freak. There, that wasn't so hard. Now, I have something to say to you, and I'm only going to say it once, so I need you to listen very closely, okay? First of all, just to be clear, I don't like you. You're weird, you're pale, you're pasty, and you smell like taco meat. You sit here all day, you barely say 2 words to me, and you just mold your bony ass into my futon, playing your stupid games on my TV, getting my organic peanut butter all over the remote control. You never do the dishes, you never clean, and you put the toilet paper roll on wrong every time, Chris. Every time. When I agreed to let you sublet my extra room, I thought, sure, he's a little bit strange, but hey, I need the money and I have a full-time job. I'll barely see him. And now here we are. The world is on fire and I'm trapped inside of a 600 square foot box with adult acne slender man. You are creepy, lazy, and depressing as hell. You make me sick. You make me want to bust that TV up with a sledgehammer. You make me want to set fire to this entire apartment with you in it. You make me want to grab you and rip off all your clothes and mount your pasty, sweaty body and have my way with you. God damn it. What the hell is that? Stop that. Stop making eyes at me. I don't like you. You have no idea how painful this is for me, Chris. I mean, look at you. Look at me. I have 5 guys I can text anytime I want some. 5 normal, smoking hot guys. But now you're my only option. God, I am so alone and so horny. What I'm trying to say, Chris, is that I would like you to sleep with me. And if you are interested, which judging by your shorts right now, I think that you are, I've drawn up a non-disclosure that I'll need you to sign before we make any physical contact. No one can ever know about this. Do you understand? Not anyone, not ever. And don't try to spoil it by being all romantic, no music, no candles. Don't even think about kissing me. You just sign here and here. So, is that a yes?
Hello? Hello? Richard, why did you call me? I told you I never want to speak to you again. I'm going to hang up right... What? I can hardly make you out. You're where? In the hospital. Oh, you're sick. Oh, very sick. Don't tell me you've got coronavirus? COVID-19? Oh my God. Oh my God, Richard, I am so sorry to hear that. Oh, Richard, you're breathing so hard. Oh, Richard, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. No, you're not gonna die. Just, please don't die. Oh, Richard, please don't. I love you too. I really do. Oh, Richard. I have been such a bitch to you. I know I have a hot temper. I shouldn't have yelled at you at that restaurant. I said such nasty things about you and that waitress. I know she's not your type. And the food, it was so awful. I mean, I shouldn't have ordered the pasta Friday, although it made me sick. I should have ordered the pasta with the clam sauce instead, but no, I just... Richard. Richard? Are you there? Oh, thank God. Oh, just keep breathing. I know it's hard. Just try to do it. Like in yoga. Yeah, breathe in one nostril and out the other. Please try. Yeah, that's better. It's better. Just don't stop. Just keep breathing. I love to hear you breathe. I will never yell at you again. Just, please forgive me. I won't let you die until you do. No, I won't let you die ever. Ever. I love you so much. What? What? You're laughing. Oh, it's so good to hear you laugh again. What's so funny? You don't really have coronavirus? Oh, COVID-19. This was just a joke. You're making fun of COVID-19? It's not funny! Richard, it's not funny! You are such a dumb shit. I hate you. I hate you. I hope you die of coronavirus.
When he first mentioned you, I didn't think anything of it. Apparently, I should have. You're the daughter of one of his business associates. He's known about you since the day you were born. They'd given you a job, file things or something. So why should I care if your name pops up in conversation every now and then? And again and again. You were incredibly beautiful in that photo they showed me. Blonde hair, blue eyes. He has a queen, but he needs an ingenue. When I commented on your looks, he asked if I wanted to meet you. Obviously, my gut was crying out, no! But I am not a jealous person, and I will not be. So I said, sure, invite her over for dinner. He looked like I just plugged him into a wall socket. I could tell you did not know how to dress for this. Your hands were shaking, and that made me feel powerful. We had drinks in the next room. You were wide-eyed and had a squeaky voice. And you poked fun at yourself. You were much more endearing than I had expected, which made me feel sick. So then he picked up an empty bottle and stumbled into the kitchen. No need to be nervous, darling, I said. Where do you go to school? You stumbled over yourself, apologizing. And whispered, it's just that when I first saw you at that Christmas party last year, I thought you were breathtaking. I haven't stopped thinking about you, and I haven't even told him how I feel about you. And that's why my hands are shaking. I think you're a goddess. You could have poked me in the chest, and I would not have been more surprised. Came back in with a full bottle. Drank most of it. Same with the next one. And then he went into the wine cellar. He's been gone for about 20 minutes. I guess he got lost. You're still staring at me. Your perfume smells like flowers.
Dictionary.com defines enlightenment as the state of being enlightened. So, this whole big elusive enlightenment thing. Well, I did it. The thing to know about reaching a state of peace is that sometimes you simply will not feel peaceful. Think of it like this. If life is a box of chocolates, then most of the time the chocolates are going to taste bad, but you're going to eat them anyway, feel sick afterwards, and not know where the chocolates came from. Following me? Here's another one. One enters a state of peacefulness when one decides that one's current state is in fact peaceful. Let's try an example. You're alone in your house in the middle of the night asleep. You wake up. It's 4 in the morning and your bed sheets are soaked with your sweat or your urine or tears or some combination of all three. But let's not dwell on that now. Your heart is racing, your head pounding. Your mind just keeps churning, replaying the things you did wrong. It's a torturous cycle. You think, Elsa, why did you make those comments about Miranda at the Christmas party last year? She took 3 slices of cake. She looked miserable, and it was all your fault. That's why Miranda's fired you, you fucking idiot. Or maybe, just spitballing here, you think, oh, Elsa, when was the last time you were kissed? Or held? Or caressed? You should have been more forgiving and less nagging to Susan because she could have been the one, but you pushed her away. And in those moments when those bad thoughts come, all you have to do is ACCPT them. Yes, we accept them. You are experiencing real peace, Elsa. It is a marathon, not a sprint. You have to climb the mountain before you get to real rest. And real peace comes from torment, right? You are in a state of peace because you are a good person, no matter what Susan or Miranda or your mother say otherwise. You are in a state of peace because you don't need others to validate your peacefulness. You own your peacefulness, girl. You own it. It's yours to have and to hold, bitch. You got it, girl. Yes. Woo! Don't let others snatch your peace. Thank you for your time, folks. If you'd like a recorded copy of this, I'm accepting Venmo payments at Elsie Self Help. Or you could just Venmo my landlord, Bob, directly, because the situation's getting dire. Thank you.
EVA log 301029 by Mission Commander Teresa Davies. Repairs to the portside solar array of the orbiting WHO vehicle Hippocrates have been completed, and I am now re-entering the vehicle via the main airlock. Airlock open. Airlock open. Bugger. I said airlock open. Calm down, Teresa. I'm sure it's just a glitch. Airlock open. Fucking hell. If I ever get my hands on that bloody engineer. Opening channel to Lieutenant Commander Simmons. Simmons, do you read? This is Davies. Over. I don't know why I just said that. Of course you know it's me. Who the hell else could be at the door? Something appears to be wrong with my voice command. So I need you to manually open the airlock. Over. I need you to manually open the airlock. If this is your idea of levity, I don't find it very amusing. Display oxygen levels. 7%. Simmons, aren't you hearing me? Maybe you can't hear me. What if all the comms are down? Good Christ. Oh, open the door! Open the fucking door, you wankers! Sorry about that. It's just that my oxygen level is now at 4%, and I'm really starting to lose it out here. So I'm not sure what's gotten into all of you, but I promise if you just open the airlock, I won't reprimand any of you. Yeah, we'll just go on like this little incident never happened, all right? That's it then. You're just going to leave me out here to die. I suppose it is rather fitting to die in the cold isolation of space. Live by the sword, die by the sword, and all that. Display oxygen levels. Internal craft. Biohazard contamination. What? Flush internal environment. Commence internal air exchange. Lionel, fucking wake up! Oh God. No.
You didn't see this coming, did you? No, you never imagined that I'd be the one to end it. No, my parents never liked you. They paid for the wedding, but they did not want me to marry you. Begged me not to. Oh, and my brother? Oh, with him, you're like, hey, buddy, let's have a beer. But, he hates your rotten guts. And guess what? I never once told them anything about what went on in this house. Not one thing about what you were doing to me. Those people love me. I should have listened to them, not you. But you got it into my head that you were my family, which doesn't make sense because family loves you. And you, so whose family are you? Huh? Now tell me, you bastard, whose family are you? No one's now, I guess. Their eyes, they're still so blue. I used to think your eyes are so beautiful. They're blue crystal. You could pierce me with those eyes. Fix me right through the heart and pierce me like a butterfly in a box. And I loved that feeling. I loved you. But I was 15 when we got together, and what did I know then? And your eyes aren't the way I thought they were. They're cold blue, like thick ice. And now you're giving me that same cold stare like you did when we were about to set me straight. Remind me of nothing, a no one. But I guess now you know you were wrong about that. So, what am I gonna do with you? You're so heavy. I mean, I can't carry you out of here. Maybe I could get you as far as the chuck. You've got a chainsaw in the garage. Ah, yes, that's it. I will take you out in pieces. It would make a heck of a mess, but I gotta clean the bathroom anyways. Okay. Should have paid more attention when you used that chainsaw. I don't even know how to start that thing up. I wonder if there is a video on YouTube.
I have a callback. I really want this. Okay. Go to the script one more time. Listen to music. Relax. Oh. Close my eyes. Someone at the door. Meow. A kitty? You lost? A roundhouse kick. Close the door. No. Red, yellow, oily worms all over the door? Don't touch them. Escape. To the mall. I want a new dress. At the top of the escalator, a mannequin in a green dress. Perfect. Forest green, soft silk. Perfect. The checkout line is super long. They all turn and stare. Naked. I'm naked. Oh, okay. Run to the theater. Go to the back door. Bruce Springsteen? Little old grandmas in flowered aprons. They hand out lemon cakes baked fresh from the oven. They hand out the cakes and the pages of my script. Stop! I need those pages! Oh! Betsy Ross sits in the director's chair. Surrounded by yards of green fabric, she sews a face mask to match my dress. Neon lights blaze around Rattlestick Theater. Dr. Fauci stands at a podium in the middle of the street. He speaks. His lips move. I can't hear a word. Cast names begin to flash on a giant screen. No, wait, I'm here. I'm here to audition. I have a callback. Please, wait. Please, wait. Wake up! What was that? Some weird, crazy dream. My forest green silk dress. Oh, hanging on the closet. Perfect. My script. Perfect. Oh, what time is it? 6 a.m. Perfect. Okay. Over my lines. One more time. Turn on some music. Close my eyes. Someone at the door. Yeah.
Jules, are you listening? You know what your problem is? You're not a good listener. I know that I talk a lot. I got all this shit to say. Just listen for a minute, okay? And then you can tell me about you. God. Okay, breathe. Return to center. Okay, so after 100 years of self-quarantine, my horoscope said you should go outside today, Scorpio. So I went to Walmart. I've been reading a lot about self-care, and I really want to step it up, right? So I'm in the self-care aisle. There's a sign, but the S fell off, so it says elf care. Then suddenly I get this feeling like somebody's watching me, like somebody other than the cameras. I look up, and guess who is standing there? No, it was my sister, Christy. She fell in love with my fiance and moved in with him. We haven't spoken since then, and now she's right in front of me. I mean, I say, hi, how are you? And she says, fine. And then, awkward silence. When she realizes I'm not going to claw her eyes out, which I thought about, believe me, she launches into this thing about how she and Kevin have been struggling. And I'm like, yeah, tell me more about your problems with my ex-fiance, right? Well, okay, so apparently they already hated each other before everybody was stuck at home all the time. She sits in the bedroom all day watching TikTok, and he sits in the living room, picking his guitar, pretending he's Lou Reed. They don't talk, they don't sleep together. And when they fuck, which is like never, she doesn't even take off her socks. They're behind on the rent, but she doesn't want to lose her soulmate. Thanks. I mean, this can't get weirder, right? Wrong. She asks if she can borrow $1,000 so they don't get evicted. Yeah, I'm blue. Listen. I could destroy them both by saying no. Walking away, right? It'd be that easy. And I'm this close to doing it. But self-care isn't just about being gentler with yourself. It's also about being gentler with others. Forgive. Forget. Accept what is and let go of what could have been. Kevin didn't love me. And honestly, I'm happier without him. So I Venmo'd her and let it all go. I don't care if she ever pays me back. Now tell me about your day.
Peter, come on, I know you're there. I mean, where would you be other than Costco? I saw your IG Live. Wow, you have become such an awesome knitter. The cat looks very cute in his Severus Snape outfit, by the way. Team Slytherin, am I right? I heard it and everything. Thanks for not blocking me, by the way. That was very cool of you. You're the first ex-boyfriend not to do that. And then I discovered you got private Zoom. Hey, could you turn my camera on? Oh, hey, cool. We have picture now, and don't worry about the mask. By the way, I got some for you too, and wipes and gloves, but I can't see you. I really wish you would turn your camera on. First of all, I'm sorry. I'm really, really, really sorry. I was a bad girlfriend. I didn't know what I had. And after the Corona thing happened, I stopped smoking weed and drinking, mainly because I couldn't afford it. But still, I had a lot of my time on my hands. I was full of awareness. I started journaling, and along the way, I realized that I wanted to make amends the old-fashioned way, face-to-face. Well, as face-to-face as you can get these days, screen to screen. I don't want to get back together, I promise. This is about sorry. Sorry about the cheating thing and the stealing thing and the turtle thing, especially about the turtle thing, but you wouldn't text me back. The last amends part was a little bit of a lie. I mean, I am sorry, but something funny happened to me last week while I was in line at Trader Joe's, 6 feet apart. The guy behind me, he said, I can make you never have to worry about these lines again. He said I wouldn't have to worry about masks or gloves or infecting anybody or getting sick. I told him to fuck off and drink bleach. But then, like fate, we were next to each other in the checkout line. And he said, I meant what I said. And I looked around and his lips didn't move, which was creepy, but appealing. And he said, I have $2 chalk. So, you know me. Okay, long story short, we were in the alley next to TJ's and I started drinking. And I said, aren't you gonna have some? And he said, no, I don't drink anymore. And I said, AA. And he said, no, vampire. And I said, prove it. And he said, do you mean that? And I said, yes. And so he leaned into me, but then he missed my lips by a mile and he bit my neck. And At first it hurt, and then it didn't hurt at all, and then I blacked out. It's a little bit hazy. I didn't get his name. You know how I am with wine. The next thing I remember is waking up and there's an empty wine box and a list of instructions that said Vampire 101, and one of the things on the list said vampires can't get or spread corona. So yeah, I'm like a vampire now. I guess I always knew I had it in me to be one of them, the undead. I mean, I didn't want to be a stupid Twilighty glitter bitch. I wanted to be a badass. But right now I'm more of like a Hello Kitty kind of vampire. I don't even want to kill anybody. I just snack on vermin. I have video if you want proof. But I lost my job because the whole day sleeping thing, and my roommate kicked me out because of the absence of rent. And so I thought of you because of the private Zoom thing, and because you have a really nice apartment, and I'm guessing by the cat knitting thing you might need some company. I just need a place to stay tonight. I promise I won't glamour you. I don't even know how to do that yet. I have to read more books, or at least watch True Blood. Everything I know I got from a big vampire group on Facebook. There's one thing I know though. Not a single one of my kind has gotten it. Yeah, $2 Chuck Dracula wasn't lying. We're immune. We're even thinking about donating our antibodies, I guess. And if something were to happen between us, not that it would, I'm just saying you wouldn't need to use protection. You can't get me pregnant, and I can't give you anything, any diseases at all. In some ways, I'm a better girlfriend than I was before. I promise. But first you have to let me in. I don't want to beg, but I have snacks and toilet paper.
Oh, yeah. I'm an incubus, huh? I'm an incubus. Well, buddy, I think you're an incubus, okay? You're the one who drained me. I gave everything to our relationship, so you were the soul-sucking piece of shit in our relationship, okay? Yeah, huh? How do you like that? Two can play at that game, Ben. You gonna answer me, or you just gonna stand there like a slug? Wait, don't go, don't come back. Oh, fuck, Ben. Look, I'm going out of my mind here, and I miss you, like, a lot. I look forward to our walks, even if they are platonic, and we have to wear masks and stay 6 feet apart. You know, I've cleaned my house like 3 times today. I keep cleaning every day, and it's like I'm finding dirt that wasn't even there. At first, it's gratifying. I thought, way to go, Sandy girl, you rock. But then I realized, who gives a shit? Like, no one is going to see it anyway. And yes, Ben, the person I imagine coming over is you. I know we ended things, but this quarantine has me like, I am going crazy. So look, I have a secret I have to tell you. You can come closer. I'll cover my mouth if it makes you feel better. Look, I am an incubus. Boom, right? You didn't see that one coming. Except, Ben, I'm serious. Like, really serious. Except that's not the correct term. I'm a succubus, see, because I'm a girl. You know, I hate that term. It is so degrading and totally hurtful. We get a bad rap, Ben, but we aren't bad. We are just trying to survive, you know? I do what I can to give back, like not eating meat. I don't need it to survive. I need company to survive. And this quarantine has taken everything from me. Thank God the walls are so thin. I've been able to listen to the old couple that lives next door, but it's like taking scraps off a bone. I need more. That sounds creepy. Don't think it's creepy, Ben, okay? I am just being honest. You're creeped out. I can tell by the way you're looking at me. You're creeped out and don't try to deny it. You always said that we couldn't work because I wasn't honest with you. Well, here I am being honest. And look at where that's gotten me. You know, it's kind of a relief being honest with you. I always hated having to lie to you, but I didn't think I had any other options. And now what do I have to lose? You either take me or we part ways, but before you make your decision, just remember, I was good for you. Your success means more for me, right? And as of now, what do we have to lose? You and I mean? You could come home with me. We could isolate together. I'd make that dessert you like, and we could stay up late reading to each other. Maybe have a little fun. I miss you, Ben. I really do.
Put down the phone. Put down the phone. Put down the fucking phone, Charlie. I am here. I'm a real person in real time in a real place with you. Stop playing that ridiculous video game. Why are you trying to stop? What is that? Candy Crush. Really? You're a grown man sequestered with another grown man and you choose to play Candy Crush? I don't say any of this to him. I think I was batty, reckless with boundaries. He moved in with me the first week of March, right before the hashtag "We Are in This Together" movement. I didn't think much about him. It was someone to help with the rent, puny-looking fellow with a touch of the nerd. But then something happened this morning while I walked to make French toast, the last of our bread, milk, and eggs, which we ate together, separately. He suddenly transformed right before my very eyes into this caring, selfless human being. His puniness didn't matter. I realized I love him, and love trumps puniness. Ha! Revelation. I'm becoming a better person, no longer taken in by the superficial transcendence. Oh, Charlie, look what you've done for me. I do love you. And this is not a prison kind of love. You know, love who you're with and you port in the storm love. This is deep dive love. Oh, Charlie, I've been waiting for you for my entire life. Again, I don't tell him this. What I say is, what you doing? I'm winning, he says in his high-pitched, nasally voice that drove me up a wall just 24 hours ago. Okay, this is my moment. Charlie, I have something to say. In a minute. No, this can't wait. I reach over and gently pull the phone out of his hands. He says, I yanked the phone out of his hands and threw it across the room? Whatever. I got his attention. He looked straight at me. And I realized this was the first time he looked right at me in the whole time we've been living together. And his eyes, they were like button eyes, vacant, Ted Bundy eyes, serial killer eyes. Oh my God, I'm sequestered with a serial killer. I jumped up, ran to the kitchen and grabbed the frying pan that he used to make his French toast. I was going to get to him before he got to me. He saw me coming and cowered in the corner. And once again, he was just that puny nerd. My heart did go out to him now. I did feel a kind of love for him. I guess it was love. Of course, he didn't feel that for me. I saw him grab his phone again. Okay, let him play Candy Crush. But I guess he called you instead. So, yes, officer, I am telling you the coronavirus made me do it.
Hi, hello. Oh my goodness, is that Wally? Hi, Wally. Oh, I'm Laura. How are you? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Oh, you're speaking? I can't hear you. Wave your hand if you can hear me. Oh, so you can hear me. Is your mic on? Oh, one of the dogs peed on the computer. Okay, shit, really? Okay, so I guess it's good that I can see you. Should I keep on talking? Most people talk to the dog, pretend that I'm not here. Okay, sounds good. Hi, Wally. Let's see, a little bit about me. I moved in back with my parents for the time being, and it's really nice. I mean, as nice as it can be given everything. And I've been waking up super early, 5 a.m. In my childhood room, there's these big windows and the sunlight streams in very early. And then I just lay in bed. Yeah. I can't really go back to sleep, but I have been very lonely these days. It feels good to say that. I mean, admit it. But I'm not getting a dog because of selfish reasons. No. Oh well, maybe I am. Listen, I'm not looking for a romantic relationship right now. It's exhausting. It's too many awkward video chats and flirting with a screen and too much makeup and too many bras. I'm looking for something that I can spend real time with, that I can cuddle with. Wally, do dogs have love languages? Maybe touch or quality time. I would give you so much quality time. I would take you on walks and we could go to the beach. I mean, when they let us in, and I would let you chase the birds and play with the waves, and I would throw a stick at you or a ball, whatever you prefer. I would give you treats and scratches, and I will let you sleep in bed with me. I'm not one of those assholes that makes the dog sleep on the floor. Wally, do you like music? I love music. We could maybe listen to music together, or I could play for you. Actually, can I play you a song? Let's see, here it goes. Hope you like it. Oh, Wally, are you okay? Did you pass out? Wally! Oh, you're asleep. You're a good boy.
Great, perfect. So that's done. And I transition out. Talk about a relationship you can bank on. And then whatever else they sent us. Here we go. Up next on Love in Isolation, the story of an unspoken bond from Walter Williams of Dubuque, Iowa. I walked past the same house. I'm not going to be reading this, am I? Why can't we get him to record it? Okay, then we need an actor because So, I walked past the same house every day on my way to work for 40 years. One day, the husband of that house died and the surviving wife became a shut-in. Okay. We wanted to offer our condolences, my wife and I, so we stopped by with cookies and flowers. The woman didn't come to the door, so we left the basket on the stoop and we went on our way. Heading home, Jesus, this is like following a trail of breadcrumbs. Heading home that night, I saw that the basket was now empty. All that remained was this white envelope with a note simply saying, "Thank you." It became a weekly tradition for us, our bringing her food and flowers and her writing back simply, "Thank you." It went on like this for 10 years, Jesus. Through graduations and grandbabies and through the loss of my wife, Rebecca. At the stoop of a woman I never more than nodded at, I made weekly offerings dutifully for 10 years, even up to now during coronavirus. That is until last week. For the first time ever, I discovered the basket was left untouched. I called the ambulance and they discovered that she had died. I'm going to miss her because I'm going to miss that part of myself which was so dutifully bound to something. Rest in peace. Whoa. This guy had it bad for Grey Gardens, huh? And what, he walked to work for 40 years? Come on, what is he, in some Norman Rockwell painting? Okay, tell me we can cast for this, because I'm not doing 70-year-old man. I'll sound like one of those old dudes from the Muppets. What? No, can we break for today and just come back tomorrow? No, I just want to order some food and watch TV for a long time. No, we're not a thing now. Yeah, I just wasn't really feeling it, and then with everything going on in the world, it just seemed like a lot of pressure to like get serious really fast. So yeah, I just stopped responding to her text. No, I mean, it is what it is, you know? People need to be expecting that now, right? Nah, I'm good. Okay, yeah, see you tomorrow. Make that casting happen, please, and see if he can shorten it. I was losing interest by the end. Okay, yeah, bye.
Get over here. I don't care if you're skinny, babe. You are coming on this virtual happy hour with me. I already told everybody you'd be there. And attendance at happy hour is the only certainty we have in this time. Don't look at me like that. You love my friends. Before all this, you were always begging to join whenever I was hanging out with them. You wanted to be part of my life. What happened to that, George? Will you just come over here? Look, I made cookies for the occasion. And they're your favorite. Peanut butter. I even left out the milk chocolate, even though it's the best part. You can have one if you join me on this call. Well, I can't come over to you. There's no outlet over there for me to do the call from. Just get up. You are not tired from exercising. You're just being dramatic. I mean, it's not like we're going on hikes, just long walks around the neighborhood. You know, a Jane Austen kind of thing. That I'll remind you I go on for you. So will you please just come over here and do this call for me? It's about to start soon. You can't drag your fat ass over here. Oh. I'm sorry. I shouldn't jab at your quarantine 15. Your booty is perfect, just like the rest of you. So why don't you come over here and show it off? Can't you at least just come say hi? Why are you being like this? Being trapped together was supposed to be good for us. I mean, you were the one who was always whining that we never spent enough time with each other. And now that we have nothing but time, you only want space. God, I mean, you are being more frustrating than the unemployment application process, which I will remind you took 14 days of making 87 phone calls before I finally talked to an actual human. But you know what? I would rather waste my time for infinity than deal with this new you who clearly doesn't care about me anymore. Do you know why I'm bugging you about the happy hour? It's not just because I think you're going to come out of this whole thing a hermit. It's that everybody is using quarantine to do all these amazing things. I mean, it's all they talk about. Liz is prepping 5-star courses. Ella finished a goddamn symphony. Tom Hanks's blood alone is probably going to save the entire world. And all I've managed to do is get up and only get your poop on my hand once when I was picking it up. I wanted you to come to this happy hour with me so that I had something good to show off to everybody too. But oh God, did you just fart? Oh Jesus, George, it's bad. Oh, it's like a bomb went off. You know what? Never mind. I take back everything I said. Sometimes a little space is good for us, especially with these fumes, you stinker. Oh, the call's starting. Hi, it's just me today, but you will never guess what he just did.
Yay! Yay! 7 p.m. Oh, I'm proud as punch to open our living room window again and cheer for you, Artie. I hope you can hear all of Flushing shouting thanks to you and all the other frontline heroes while you're under that miserable tent outside Elmwood Hospital, because there's no bed available inside, on a stretcher as you struggle to breathe. Now I'm pissed they wouldn't let me stay. No visitors, said some specialist in a spacesuit. Hey, I drove you there after giving the EMS guy the finger for telling me I couldn't ride with my husband in the ambulance. And I thank them because they're heroes too. And thank you, Artie, for apologizing. I had to lean in to hear you. Probably not too smart to get that close to you on your stretcher, but yeah, you owed me an apology for not being safe in our home. You wore a mask and gloves at the coffee shop when you were cooking and greeting customers. Hotshot chef feeding the neighborhood and with takeout during a pandemic. Always the talker. You love your customers, even the ones who come in without a mask. And they love you. But at home, wouldn't even wash your hands and take off your clothes unless I asked you 15 times. I mean, I taped a piece of paper to the kitchen door. Wash your damn hands! And you make an airplane out of it. Jesus, Artie. Most of the time, you know I'm right. Our coffee shop wouldn't be the success it is without my smarts. Mike called 3 times today. Our son wants me to come and stay with them out on the island. He says I'm going to have to quarantine alone in the basement for 14 days, just in case, considering how you've been acting. But I don't want to take the chance. Maybe infect them if I have the virus. Like that nice guy, Chris Cuomo. His wife got sick too, and he was living in the basement the whole time. I'm going to stay at home. I'll drink lots of water. I'll be fine. At least I got to sing our favorite Peter, Paul, and Mary song to you before they kicked me out. Kisses sweeter than wine. Oh, I always love you a touch, kiddo. 40 frickin' years. Since high school. You still make my heart sing. There's a lot of other body parts, too. Oh, we have fun. Even if you can be stubborn and full of yourself sometimes. So, I'll clean the house, I'll water the plants. I'll leave my last will and testament on the kitchen table with a note. Yours too, just in case. But you know what I'm scared of, Artie? Is being buried in Potter's Field in that mass grave they're digging out on Hart Island because the undertakers are swamped with corpses. And we paid All Souls Cemetery, all that freaking money for burial plots so we'd be together. Love through eternity. Because, in the end, love's what's really, love, it's what really matters. Isn't that the truth? Don't die, Artie. Oh, I'll be pissed. I'll be so pissed at you if you do. On second thought, screw togetherness. That's the one place I don't want to go with you right now. Not yet. Even if they have really super Peter, Paul, and Mary music there. I love you, you loud. Come home, Artie. Come home.
After another long day of sheltering in place, another day which brought a little too much social distancing between the two of us, I rolled over in bed to face her and said, "What is one thing you really like about me?" She tilts her head to the side a little, purses her lips a tiny bit, and says, "I really like those crispy gnocchi with Brussels sprouts that you make." "Really?" I said, a little taken aback. "Oh, was that the wrong thing? I said the wrong thing, didn't I?" She said, No, it was unfair of me to ask," I said, and I rolled over and pulled the blanket up a little closer to my chin and added, "It's true. That gnocchi recipe is mighty tasty and I do a good job with it. So I'm glad you like it. Hey, come back here and give me another chance," she says. "Ask me again. Come on, ask me again." "No," I say. "I think the once was enough. But I might say something else if you ask me again," she said. "For instance, I might say I love the way you dance around in the kitchen while you're preparing your famous gnocchi dish. Or I might say I love the way you tuck your thumbs into your fists when you're about to speak out against something that you find unfair, or when you're upset. Kind of like you just did, she said. I rolled back over, trying to release my thumbs without her seeing, and said, I see. Well, then I might say that I like that you like my cooking, especially my famous gnocchi dish. Or I might say that I love the way you unconsciously tilt your head to the right and purse your lips a little when something seems to confuse you. Like you just did. Oh yeah? She said. Then I might say that I really like the way the hair at the back of your head sticks up no matter what you do. I might say I love that when you're nervous or excited, you try smoothing it down with your hand, but it just bounces back up. Well, I said, then I might say I like the way you say my name. I might say, I love the way my name sounds when you say it. Then I might have said, Matthew, I like the way you whisper to yourself when you're keying a text message into your phone. And I like that you show tenderness in the face of thoughtlessness. That you make tenderness a strength. I might have said, I love the way your beautiful smile starts with you pushing your top lip out just a little, and your bottom lip opens up. Soon, your whole face lights up and your eyes begin to shine. And without quite realizing it, she pushes her top lip out just a little and says, just so you know, in 100 years, when we are 1,000,000 years old, and all my hair is gone gray, and yours is just gone, and we're sitting around the table eating your famous crisp gnocchi with Brussels sprouts, and out of the blue, you ask me what I miss most about when we were young. I might say something like seeing you try to tamp down that crazy hank of hair. And she scooched her body closer and closer so I could look into her shining eyes.
When we start, she's meditating, but really she's not. Her name is Kez, and she's sitting peaceful, trying to meditate, but there's this nail head sticking out of the wall, and that is definitely not helping. That nail head has been there for so long, she doesn't even remember when she put it there. If she put it there. Maybe the people that lived in the apartment before her were the ones to put it in the wall. Maybe they hung a picture on it and took that picture with them when they moved out and she moved in. She notices the nail head. She noticed the nail head before, and she's definitely noticing it now. Maybe today I'll hang a picture on you. She closes her eyes again and tries to meditate, sitting peaceful, pleasant, blank mind. Maybe now I have a picture that I can hang on you. She opens her eyes. She's not going to be able to meditate until she does something about that nail head. Now, she doesn't have a single framed picture in her whole apartment, and she knows this, but maybe she has a calendar and some string. If only I'd gotten that photograph framed, the one with all of us in the desert at sunrise, but she hadn't. And it's too late now because she's stuck in her apartment for the foreseeable future, maybe forever. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I'd hang on you if I could. Maybe now the nailhead will stop talking. It does. But it doesn't matter because there's another one. There's 3 more actually above that first one. And now they're all talking. I don't even have 3 pictures in my head to hang, never mind 3 real pictures. Did somebody scream? Was that the nailhead, she wonders? But no, it's just the family upstairs. There are words, but she can't make them out. It's just one of the kids screaming, reason unknown. If I can close my eyes and focus on thinking about nothing, I'll feel better. I'll feel good. My mind will feel at ease if I do that. I can do that. She closes her eyes. She covers her mind with a blanket of thick white snow. Total blankness out her window. This is possible. Meditation is still possible. But then another scream, more like an animalistic roar, pleasant like that. And then the 3 new nail heads. Did you find me a picture yet? Did you find me a pretty framed picture yet? Did you find me a purpose yet? And is it my job to find you a purpose? Maybe not meditation, maybe just breathing. I can breathe. Breath in, out. I am here in this moment. I can't leave my apartment, but I have everything I need except a framed picture, except a single solitary framed picture. There's 3 of us. Nothing single or solitary about that. Affirmations. Breath in. I am here in this moment. Breath out. Breath in. I can be here in this singular moment. Breath out. Breath in. Of all the things I could choose to need, why a picture frame? Breath out. Breath in. I love myself. Breath stops. I can love myself. Breath stills. I will love myself. Picture frame or no. I don't love myself yet, but I can and I will. Breath out, in, out.
Carol, oh, I'm sorry to be calling you during off hours. I just couldn't wait until our next session. I am in deep crisis mode. Jonathan is still here. I repeat, Jonathan is still here. Our divorce was finalized last week on the same day the city shut down. Like, what are the frickin' chances? And now he's refusing to go. Well, yeah, of course I feel bad throwing him out in the middle of a pandemic, but I want him off of my couch and out of my life. He's just, you know, I am in the apartment that I own and that I worked hard for, and I can't talk above a whisper because he's still here. And he's here all day, every day. It's infuriating. I have been trying those breathing exercises you showed me, Carol, but frankly, they're not working. I feel trapped. I'm trapped. I'm trapped inside with a buffoon I married when I was too young to know better. Now we're going to die in this apartment together, and I'll never get a second chance. I'll never get a second chance to be happy. No, he's not working. His show shut down last week. He's just sitting there in his underwear, playing video games all day long. No, I mean, it's not loud. It's just irksome to know that he's there. You know, I've been working from home, which has actually been kind of nice. Yeah, I'd say I'm working less hours. I mean, it's not like I have a huge commute anymore, and work is just slower in general. I mean, shockingly, there's not a huge demand for interior designers right now. Our routine? No, there is no our routine. He goes to sleep and gets up at God knows when, sloths around the house all day. No, I get up at 7, go for a run, read the paper, and then get to work. Who's cooking? Well, he is. I mean, he's always cooked. I hate to admit it, but he's actually a pretty good cook. Like, he made this amazing beef stroganoff the other day, but it's the least he can do, right? Well, at night, sometimes we play cards or watch a movie together, but not like together. He'll sit in the recliner and let me have the couch. And he jokes that that's the only way to get me into bed, because the couch is his bed. He's such a moron. Although he did do something really cute the other day. He recreated our first date. He made a movie theater marquee out of poster board. I mean, it looked like a 10-year-old did it, but it had the names of all the movies that were playing that night. And then he printed off tickets for Twilight. That was what we watched on our first date. He didn't realize I was being sarcastic when I said I wanted to watch Twilight, so he went and bought tickets, and then it was too late to turn back. So we sat there laughing and oohing and eyeing along with a theater full of teenage girls every time Robert Pattinson came on screen. It was hilarious. I mean, the whole thing was such a nice surprise. He dressed up, well, dressed up for him, you know, jeans and a collared shirt. And then he picked out the exact blue sweater I had worn on our date. And he laid it out on the bed for me. I couldn't believe he remembered. I mean, that was almost 12 years ago. 12 years. Shit. I think I'm in love with my ex-husband. Carol? Carol? Carol?
Day 5, 11:30. No word from you. My texts go unanswered. My calls go straight to voicemail. We were supposed to be in this together, you know, quarantine. Is it the Wi-Fi? Did you block me? No, sorry. No, you would never block me. I'm just paranoid. Well, I've decided to make this video for you. And maybe it's for me, I'll probably never post it, but well, it is. Day 13, it's me again. No word from you. I keep wondering how you are. Look, none of us are safe, but I have the same dream every night. You are standing under the bridge. Your back is to me. Your little bald patch is a halo. And I scream your name. You refuse to turn around. What did I do? What did I do? I know you'll come back. Because you always do. Oop. Knitting again. You know, being alone is not that bad. It's like being in a waiting room and you anticipate somebody's going to come out and call your name. And then they're going to say, your vacation is ready now. Which will be eventually what happens. Right? Day 37. It is 1:65:92 o'clock. I breathe in. And I exhale 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. There's a little family of pigeons out on our, I guess maybe it's my air conditioner. There's a boar and a hen and little tiny squibs, all cooing and fluttering. Their white wings of silk. It's kind of nice to have somebody around. Honestly, I don't know if I'm ready for it. Whoo! I found your scented candle. Apricot gingerbread. Every morning I wake up and I am bathed in apricot gingerbread. I'm sick of it. What the fuck is going on? It's day 45. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? It's day 56. There's no time anymore. 10 airplanes, 3 helicopters, only 1 car horn. Look at this face. This is a face that needs to be loved. That neighbor got a tuba, and every day at 4 o'clock he plays Helter Skelter. I called 311. They said it's the only song he knows. They can't do anything. I thought I would miss you more. Shh. Do you hear that? Silence. I can hear the ice cubes cracking in my drink. Change in routine, the unknown, the new normal. You know, I think Target has my well-being, makes my well-being more important to them than you do. All you did was send me a video of a big, fat, laughing baby, and I watched it over and over and over again till now all it is a big beige vibrating blob. How can anybody smile for that long without incurring a little serious medical injury? Maybe I'm jealous. Maybe I am jealous of a baby. Is that how you say goodbye? Oh, the postman and I shared eyes the other night. Oh yeah. 6 feet apart. I just think it might be something. Or not. I thought I'd let you know. Oh, it's day 91. Do you like my outfit? I don't have anywhere to wear it. I finally cleaned under the bed the other day. I found your favorite pen. I found one pink velvet sock. And I found your spare keys. I also found a list. It's an old one. To do. Get mantra ASAP. Elope to Bora Bora. Don't tell Ruth. This is the part in the relationship where you realize it's not going to last forever. All these videos are for me now, for my eyes only. You know, most of the time it seems counterintuitive, but I'm beginning to realize that all I need to do is breathe.
Thank you so much. That is our show. All of our actors, writers, and directors are joining us with video so everyone can see our full company. And while they're joining, I just want to say how wonderful it has been working with you, being with you all tonight and celebrating our 50th detention. The most extraordinary production team has been working on this, and I want to give them a huge thank you for all of their work and innovation as we have celebrated these 150 artists and also figured out this new theatrical form. I truly, truly cannot thank them enough. So Kelly Letourneau, who is our ESPA Student Services Associate, and Braylee Degenhart, who does all of our marketing, social media, and graphic work. They are extraordinary. We also want to wish everyone a very happy Mother's Day. Yay! Very selfishly, we want to especially thank our mothers, to Braylee's mom, Kate Degenhart, and to Kelly's mom, Linda Shelton. They love you so much, and they hope you're having the most incredible Mother's Day. And even though we haven't met, I know that you must be so special for raising the extraordinary daughters that you have. Thank you so much for them and for you. And I want to say also a special happy Mother's Day to my mom, Irene Matucci, who, in my opinion, is the very best mom in the entire world. I love you so much, and I wish that I could be with you, especially today. So this is the end of our detention weekend, but you can stay connected to this community in so many ways. So a reminder to join our Primary Plus virtual community Facebook group so that you can see our upcoming events. Tomorrow, we are going to be dropping a masterclass, a free masterclass with casting director David Capareliotis. And on Wednesday, we're going to have a free lunch and learn session where you'll have an hour-long playwriting workshop with writing prompts. And after the workshop, you can stay with us in breakout groups to share and talk about what you wrote. We also have other events like read-alongs of our favorite plays and film clubs that we have together in a happy hour, and so much more. We are continuously announcing these events, so please check back. We are also planning some events in June for Pride to celebrate, so please check back for those as well, and we hope to see you there. And it looks like we are all here. We are all met. Thank you to this incredible company that you now see. Thank you, actors. Thank you, playwrights. Thank you, directors. It has been an honor to have this experience with you. And thank you, our audience, for letting us into your homes. And thank you for joining us in ours. For everyone here tonight, from those who have been with us for years to those joining us for the first time, it has been a privilege to create community with you. We may be socially distant, but we do not have to be isolated. So from your Primary Stages family, be well, be safe, be creative, be vibrant, be joyful whenever possible. We love you. Good night.
Good night.